So, two soldiers and a nurse found ourselves in
Amsterdam.
No, it's very exciting. You know, this has been a 6-year journey between myself and David, and putting it together, and David writing it and creating these characters and filming and editing and whatnot. And actually, it's the first time I'm going to see it on a beautiful big screen like we have here, and great memories of being here as a kid, just walking around Leicester Square and whatnot. So very, very excited. He's a doctor. He's an experimental doctor who's experimented with medicine for war veterans who've returned from the Great War, thinking it was the last war that they would ever, their war to end all wars, with most horrendous injuries, physical, mental, etc. But he's someone who you think would be broken, but he's actually really been fixed. He's just a fantastic guy. I love him so much. He's full of optimism when you think he should be cynical. This wonderful little triangle of friendship that David and I really wanted to create between Margot's character Valerie and JD's character Harold, where they just say they will always be there for each other no matter what. A friendship that, you know, so many people, myself included, wish that they had. And then they suddenly find themselves dragged into this murder rap that then becomes this crazy global conspiracy that is actually the element of the film that is based on fact. This stunning event that happened in American history that neither David or myself nor most people knew anything about. Well, David and I, it's the third time that we've worked together. We enjoy it. Obviously, he's got kind of repeat offenders who like going and working with him. He's got a very unique way of working. And he just decided with this one to go even more with it, be even more bold, and he was generous enough to invite me along for the whole thing, right from when we would sit down in a diner and he was scribbling on napkins and we were just listening to music and looking at documentaries and reading books and looking at photos together, gradually coming up with tons and tons of scripts, and then generous enough to invite me into the edit room as well. So right from beginning to the end, I've never been that involved before. Well, first off, we got like the most incredible director of photography ever, Shibo, Emmanuel Lubezki, who's just absolutely stunning. I would hope that people, love the shared feeling of watching a film on a massive screen where you feel like you're inside of it. We may have incredible TVs at home now, but it doesn't compare to sitting with a crowd and feeling that a shared emotion between people. And just, this is a film that is full of hope and comedy. It's a bit of a kind of a screwball comedy, a caper, but it's all about how the hell do you deal with life just falling apart and still remain positive and joyful and comedic, and David's so good at doing that, and he got such a bloody good cast on board.
I mean, it's extraordinary, yeah?
Look at us, we're in Leicester Square, and
yeah.
Everyone's showing up, it's amazing. I think people are going to love the movie.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of work has gone into this film, and it's a blessing to be able to share it, especially here in London.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly us. I mean, yes, there's Bob De Niro and Christian Bale.
Yeah.
There's some people you may have heard of, but we're the reason you buy the movie ticket.
This is
it.
it.
Like, what more do you need? We're just really gilding the lily after they cast the two of us. Yeah, bit much.
I know.
Bit much. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It is. Well, look, you have this comedic thriller element to it, right? There's a murder mystery, and you have this gorgeous friendship at the heart of it. And I think everybody's going to walk out saying, what's their Amsterdam? Because these three friends, they have a friendship that's forged in Amsterdam, and it flourishes throughout the film. And it's a very optimistic comedy. Our personal friendship.
Our personal friendship. That was what I stole from the set. Everyone's asked me today, like, what'd you steal from the set? And then I just realized now I should have said my friendship with Rami. I was so stupid, I missed the opportunity.
But everyone thinks actors are kleptomaniacs.
It's a real phenomenon today, especially. I feel like we're getting asked that a lot.
What are the themes of the film? Love, loyalty, friendship, yes.
Exactly, yeah. And there's also a lot of, unknown and untold history that David kind of weaves in this whodunit sort of plot, and it begins with a kind of a murder kind of conspiracy, and it leads to a bigger global conspiracy. It's got a bit of everything, this movie.
It's fun. It's exciting.
feels like Christian and I have been incubating this film for 6 or 7 years, and we're both tremendously excited for people to come and see it. It was fun to assemble the cast. Everyone wanted to come together like a band, wanting to play together in this story and create these characters over years. So Christian and I were talking for 6 years, Margot and I for 3, Robert De Niro for 3, John David Washington for almost 2, Chris Rock, Mike Myers, Zoe Saldana, Andrea Riseborough, Taylor Swift. We wanted to tell this epic story that's a comedic thriller about some deep history, and it's a big picture that's fun. Yeah! Well, Christian always gives everything, his heart and soul, to every character. He creates it from the inside, starting with his heart, his dialect. He had a back brace when he was older, because it's almost a 20-year epic. So during the first part, he was a young man who stood up taller. Older, he had a back brace. Changed his hair. We want to present someone you've never seen before. For each actor, to never see Margot Robbie like this, never see Christian Bale like this, never see J.D. Washington, Robert De Niro, Chris Rock, Mike Myers, everyone, Taylor Swift, to see them as you've never seen them before as characters. Christian put everything into that character, most of all, the humor that always comes out, whether it's The Fighter, American Hustle, or now Amsterdam. There's always humor and heart and optimism in his characters. Well, first, I also want to say Margot Robbie, she sings in French, as does Christian. They sing in English, they speak French, they dance, as well as play these characters. It's our first time with really dark-haired Margot, who made a lot of the art that's in the movie, and is a force of nature. The story really follows the layers of Margot's personal life that they don't understand as part of the mystery. We wanted to make a really thrilling mystery of friends, like Jules and Jim, 3 tight friends that you wished you had, that you want to hang out with. Characters, that's what I always took away from my favorite movies. Characters that I thought were cool and I wanted to hang out with, who were real and funny, emotional, and had love and loyalty. So the 3 of them go through an adventure of history that was unknown. And me and Christian were discovering it as we built the film, sitting in a diner each week for over 7 years. We thought, this is amazing. It's going to blow people's minds. But most of all, it's got to be an enchanting, amazing big story of cinema, which it is, that's fun and surprising. And then you get the shocking history on top of it. Well, it's a really immersive visual experience. It's epic, and it was shot as an epic by Chivo Emanuel Lubezki, who shot The Revenant. He shot Birdman. He's an artist, and it's designed by Judy Becker and J.R. Hawbaker. Everything's extremely lush, and it just keeps coming at you with Daniel Pemberton's score, and a great song produced by Drake that he wrote, sung by Giveon. So you have this movie coming at you and immersing you in this incredible adventure.